These polls seem to get at the elephant in the room when it comes to President Biden. For voters, it's his age that they're concerned about, his mental acuity, his health. What does that tell us?
Well, I guess to say the least, the polls are not were not great, and it tells us that voters are expressing some apprehension here. It's pretty clear. I mean, there's not much else you can say when you look at them. I mean, I guess the best thing you could say is that if anything, they're worse for Trump. But there is apprehension out there. That's undeniable. You can't look at this and not say that you're concerned. It's just, for me to come on television and say, I don't find this alarming or troubling at all would be stupid of me. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'm sure the White House knows this, by the way. And they don't need to be told that, the president has an age problem.
They're panicking, gang. The Democrats' top strategist is openly admitting that Biden is politically imploding. We're going to see the latest efforts by Democrats to sweep Biden's disastrous polling under the rug and why the Trump train, despite the Democrats' best efforts, at this point looks absolutely unstoppable. You're not going to want to miss this. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. The famed Democrat strategist James Carville, who Rush Limbaugh affectionately referred to as Serpent Head, the man behind Bill Clinton's successful 1992 presidential run, he is now sounding the alarm to members of his own party that Biden is in a political freefall. Biden's poll numbers are collapsing to the point of no return, and central to that collapse is the issue of Sleepy Joe's age and cognitive ability. 3/4 of voters, 3 in 4, believe Biden is too old to be president. The latest AP poll found that 77% of voters, including nearly 70% of Democrats, believe that Biden's age and cognitive abilities were a very real problem. Even Bill Maher, the reliably liberal Democrat Bill Maher, is calling on Biden to drop out precisely because of his age. Check it out.
There's a term for Joe Biden, but not two. Because while he can do the job, what he can't do is run for it. Our campaign season is long, and it gets icy in New Hampshire. To those who say he beat Trump once, he'll do it again, I say things change. They always do. The parade moves on. 2024 is not 2020 in so many key ways, including, yes, Biden being 4 years older. You can be a national treasure and still be too old for the job. If I'm on a plane and the pilot says, "This is your captain, Buzz Aldrin," I'm getting off.
So as you can see, more and more Democrats are openly telling Biden to quit, and it's largely because of this inescapable age problem. And yet, according to Carville, despite the fact that Biden's age and cognitive abilities continue to haunt his poll numbers, Carville's fellow Democrats apparently don't want to hear about it. And they're actively pressuring him to shut up about it. In a piece for The Atlantic on the Minnesota Representative Dean Phillips, who's but the latest now to primary Biden, Carville admitted that Biden has never been so politically weak as he is now, and things look like they're only going to get worse for this fledgling, ailing, incontinent in chief. And apparently, according to Carville, the Democrat apparatus is largely in denial. They're not in denial over Biden's abysmal poll numbers. They see that, but they're in denial in that they just don't want to hear about it. In effect, it's so bad they can't bring themselves to talk about it. And they certainly want Carville to stop talking about it. But now, despite Carville's ridiculous denials about Trump, now we've got more polling data coming in showing that Trump is absolutely running away with this. Wait until you see the latest. You're going to absolutely love it. But first, gang, did you know that the latest data from the American Heart Association indicates that adults with fatty liver were 3.5 times more likely to have heart failure than those without. And did you know that the American Liver Foundation estimates as many as 100 million Americans got fatty liver? That's you. That's me. We can't save America if we don't first take care of ourselves. Our livers are our body's master detoxifier, but after decades of wear and tear, our livers slow down and become sluggish. This is why so many of us struggle with weight gain and feeling tired all the time. But gang, fortunately, there's a simple, all-natural solution. Liver Health Formula contains 12 powerful botanicals clinically proven to recharge and protect your liver at the cellular level. It helps restore your liver's detoxifying abilities, it boosts your energy levels, and it works remarkably well to fight that horrible fatty liver. Liver Health Formula is backed by proven science and approved by American doctors. And you know what? The best part of it all, every single bottle is manufactured right here in the USA. You can try Liver Health Formula and receive a free bottle of blood sugar formula when you order today. Try Liver Health Formula by going to getliverhelp.com/Turley and claim your free bonus gift. That's getliverhelp.com/Turley. It looks like the Republican primary is coming to an end before it even officially began. Without a single vote yet cast, the Florida Republican Assembly is calling for their own governor, Ron DeSantis, to bow out and officially endorse President Trump. Yes, you heard that right. The Republican Assembly of Florida, Ron DeSantis' own state, is calling on him to call it quits and endorse Trump. And they're not alone. The Republican National Senatorial Committee Chairman, Steve Daines, is calling on everyone to drop out of the primary race and endorse President Trump. He, along with a number of others in the Republican rank and file, are openly admitting there is simply no stopping the Trump train. He's stolen the show. He's crushing his opponents by 50 points. The voters clearly want him as their 2024 nominee. And when you look at the polls with how he squares against Joe Biden, I mean, you could see why. In the latest round of swing state polling, Trump is beating Biden by an average of 4 points in all battleground states. That's devastating for Biden. For example, in Georgia, Trump is up by 2, but when you factor in RFK and Cornel West into the mix, Trump's lead grows to 9. And again, we can see why. According to Gallup, Biden has fallen to his lowest approval rating yet. 37%. As James Carville pointed out, it looks like his polls are just going to continue to get even worse, especially as fears of a recession increase. But again, given what Carville noticed, it's not just fears over the economy. It's the increasing sense that Biden is simply out of his league. His age and cognitive degeneration are catching up to him. And obviously those factors, as well as are only just going to get worse in the months ahead. So when all is said and done, the Democrats are panicking over Biden, all as the Trump train continues to roll full speed ahead. Hey, gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.